Hello everyone, my name is Kurazarrh, and welcome back to Sunless Sea, where we just got the poop beaten out of us by a bunch of blue birds that have 1,000,000 hit points, and we are underway with a quest to be able to turn our ship into a submarine, and we need to go back to Port Carnelian for that. But we are currently here in Khan's Shadow, having restocked our mirror catch boxes. And I think what we're going to do is, because we have these, we can't really go to Fallen London without getting them confiscated. So we're going to head up to Pigmoat Isle, where we will pay a bit of an arm and a leg. Yes, it hurts. But we can at least get our ship repaired without threat of losing all of our stuff. So I'm going to head over to the funging station, probably hit Gator's Mourn, Pigmoat Isle, and once we're there, I'll pick up with all of you, unless anything terrible or interesting happens to us along the way. So yeah, hopefully this is a quiet ride, because we really can't afford anything more exciting than that right now. But yep, let's see how far we get, and whether we are going to be moving on to our next Z captain soon. Alright folks, we are arriving here at Pigmoat Isle and request repairs for 135 Echo. That's not too bad. Let's get a port report. And yeah, if we had something awaits you, we could maybe dump some supplies here. So you know what, let's go ahead and we're going to launch. I'm going to leave our light off for a minute though. Just leave it on while we're close to port, just to drop our terror a little bit, and we'll see if they will let us help them again. It does randomize every time, so it might not be the same thing, but hey, if we can raise our civilization and save a couple bucks, why not? Also just help them out, because you know, they're good friends. There we go. Let's go ahead and dock, and we can see if we can help them out. They have Civilization 4, Might 4, and Spirit 8. Let's see what they want. A dilemma. Okay. A chill hangs over the chicken woods. The trees creak in the still air. The age shivers. Do you feel it, hairless advisor? They say a monster lives out here, where even our light cannot reach. Our farmers refuse to tend their mushrooms until they can be sure of reaching them in safety. But we can find no trace of the beast. What can we do? Let's see. We can raise it, which will probably mean that we need to, or that we will lose civilization. But we have a lot of spirit, so declare their fear as superstition. The best weapon against irrational fear is a good distraction. A party, perhaps. Let's have a party. Nice. Even more spirit. Wow, okay. So, didn't get civilization, but we got spirit. Okay. Comfort in company. The celebration takes the rodents' minds off the shadowy threat. By the warmth of a good fire, the vague unknown is no longer something to squeak at or twitch their whiskers over. It may be more bravado than actual courage, but it's the kind that lasts even after the fires burn down to the last charcoal. That's all for now. Got some fragments. Cool. Let's go ahead and get our ship repaired. Oh my goodness, that feels so much better. Yikes. Okay. Let's go ahead and we are going to launch. We're going to head down to the Cumaean Canal. And we're going to continue our sunlight trade at least one more time. And that'll be that, hopefully. Alright, folks, we are here. We made it at long last. Let's go ahead and dock. We are going to need to do some cargo management, because we have too many supplies, actually. Of course, they sell for nothing here. Figures. Let's grab the usual stuff. Oh, right. We need a gift for the Pirate King. Okay, let's get a surface gossip going on. Got a vision of the surface. Gather port report. A gift for the Pirate King. That one looks like a surface sailor. Surely you could coax him into your ship. Sure, why not? We failed. Ah, shoot. We have lost a crew. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, that's rough. Alright, we're going to skip that for now, because we can only afford to lose one more zailer. So we're going to skip that. And let's go ahead and buy as much as we can here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go. So let's do that. We're going to, whoops. We're going to head up to the surface. There we go. We lost some terror. All right. Let's see. I'm going to say let's do our mirror catch boxes first. Four, 5, and 6. Okay. So we can't look at our total right now, but let's take a quick look at Naples. Ah, no more terror. Nice. Let's see. Spend time ashore, purchase fuel. It's not cheap. It's still cheaper than buying it down in the command canal. So, I mean, why wouldn't we, you know? Let's see. Carry cargo. No. Matter of luck. Alright, tell you what. We're going to buy 10 fuel. There we go. Spend time ashore. You know, I don't fancy losing another crew member right now, so I'm going to return to Avernus. Alright. And return below. Okay, there we go. We have no terror, which is perfect. Let's go ahead and buy a bit more fuel. And that should get us then over to the Isle of Cats. Let's see. So we're going to try to go sort of like, well, we can stop at the Outer Shroom, get a port report, all that jazz, as well as at the Melting Isles at the university. So let's do it. So I'll see all of you either at the Isle of Cats or if anything crazy happens along the way. Okay, folks, here we are. Let's see if we can unload our boxes and keep at least a couple of them. What have we got? So we don't have our prisoner yet, or our buddy. Our gift for the Pirate King. Let's go ahead and sell these. Gotta do a lot of scrolling to get here now. So we kept 1. We've kept 2. We've kept 3, not too bad. We've kept 4. That's not a bad total. Alright, and our yearning burning is probably reasonably high here. 162. Yeah, let's pause that there. Now we could go and sell these back up in Khan's Heart and just kind of leave it at that for now. And I think that's what we'll do, because I think we need to move on to the next few things, which is I want to get a hold of... Oh, we need the Hearts book that gets us our next Captain 25 more hearts. And we're also going to need the Book of Sharps and then the Pages, whatever that one's called. I think it avails. No, it's Pages. And I know how to get the Hearts one. We need to start trading in Soothe and Cooper Longboxes. And we do, luckily, know where we can get them, up here in Irum. There are a couple other places we can get them, but they're kind of rare. But here we can trade 3 secrets for 1, which isn't a great conversion, but it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead. We're going to launch here. I believe this is our good old buddy, the Alcaeus-class cruiser. Let's go ahead and get them in our sights. Why not? Hello. Or, not cruiser, corvette. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Oh my goodness, we are too fast for this guy. Oop. Just going to try to keep them in our sights. Ah, they missed. Nice. They're trying to shoot before they have a lock on us. Slow things down a little bit. Boom. That's right, we're going to be locking you down, buddy. So we've already dined with the pirate poet. I don't think they gave us 400 bucks that time. And, oh, they got us once. Okay, that's fine. Now, before we do, let's check our money. We have 36.50. So what do we have here? Let's check it out. A measure of professional assistance. Okay, so we can have an officer rescue her. They can bring her freedom price. So I guess that gets us our 400. I do wonder what this does, though. A measure of professional assistance. You could just fish her out, again. But she said it herself, last time you crossed paths, she'd hate to have to spread word that you've gone soft. Okay, we forged a rivalry. Okay. So, technically a rescue. A lifeboat? Oh dear, no, whatever would people say? The pirate poet glares up at you as the lifebuoy hits the water. But she grabs it regardless. Your message is received, and her look makes it quite clear that for this, there'll be a reckoning. The half-glimpsed smirk as she turns away, though, suggests that it is a challenge she's already looking forward to. Okay. So I guess we don't get money for her anymore if we don't just get the money for it. That's okay. Let's go drop this stuff off at Khan's Shadow, buy some fuel, and be on our way to Irum. Although we could also always get a port report at Visage. Why not? This also let us go back to London and actually dock there and do things like turn in, you know, port reports. So, yeah. Let's get a port report and call it a day. Do not want to spend 5 hours here on Visage. Reading and reading and reading. I don't know that Visage actually has different events. I think it's kind of like you do the same thing over and over again, or you get different paths. Yeah, choose your own adventure kind of stuff. Okay, so, Khan's Shadow. We're going to say goodbye to our mirror catch boxes for now. We might come back around to them, or I might just hold off until our next captain, because it's got a bit of a hassle doing this longer run here. So, we got back most of what we paid for them in the first place, so we're a good deal ahead of where we were before. We're going to need probably some fuel mostly. Let's start with that. And I don't think there's anything else to do here since we don't even have... oh, we do have a port report already. We have something that awaits you, but nothing to do with it. So let's get moving up to Irum, and I'll see all of you once we're there. Oh man, we are about here. And let me tell you, even with this new engine, we're moving what feels to me to be like 20-25% faster than before. It's still numerous minutes before you're actually getting anywhere from here to there. So let's see, we can buy fuel for amounts of money. We can trade these around, we can buy secrets, okay. Let's first do what you came here to do. Oh, we can do another clattery air treatment. Okay. Let's get our port report. Okay. And curing session not yet required. The clattery air will notice a riddle fisher in danger of developing an unhealthy obsession. Let's go. The air will cut out something that is not there yet. She will come away with a sample jar of pickling brine. The specimen will grow there later, slowly. Layers of tissue gradually forming a missing kidney. The riddle fisher, cured in advance, will suffer no ill effects except occasional lassitude and lack of purpose. Okay, cool. So I think now if we talk to her... Yes, so doing those gives us a higher and higher chance over time of actually talking to her about her father. So, good to know. Let's get some fuel. And then we need to buy a Longbox, which is here. Ugh. 3 secrets. How many do we have? We have 13, so we can do this a couple times. I think we should only need to do it once or twice, I think. Let's go ahead and we're going to buy... Yeah, we'll buy you. And let's go. So we're going to go to Station 3. Good thing it's so close. Actually, no, we're going to dock here again. Because we don't have enough fuel in case we're coming back. If we're not coming back, then this is a waste. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and launch. And off we go. I'll grab some port reports along the way. I probably should mention that I did pick up some claymen in polythreme. So you get 6 of them, they go in your hold, and you get a decent amount of money for dropping them off in Fallen London. But we'll see how things go once we get to Station 3. And we can finally get in the door. We visited there a couple times, and there really is nothing you can do until you have a Sooth and Cooper Longbox. So I'll see you all there. Okay, here we are at Station 3. It was pretty much a milk run. I just sort of dodged one of the weird sharks that was out there in the water. And here we are. Like that. We may infer Station 1 and Station 2. Okay, so we can search for signs of other visitors. I don't think you ever actually find anything, so I don't think it's really worth spending time doing that. But let's go ahead and we are going to deliver the Longbox. Make a delivery. There are no stevedores, however, and no wagons waiting to help with the heavy cargo. There's only a sign which reads, Deliveries, and a painted hand which points insolently up a rock-cut staircase. Let's make a delivery. There is cargo in the hold marked for this destination. A long, low, heavy box. It'll be fun getting up the stairs, no doubt. Let's go ahead. Up a twisting staircase. There's a great deal of grumbling from the crew. The stairs are sharp-edged and wet. The box is heavy, and its contents inclined to shift. After a few slips and a bad bruise to the shin, you resort to placing crew members along the stairs and handing the box along. There is a warehouse at the top of the stairs, but it is not, apparently, your destination. Another sign points along the narrow path towards the building with a spire. Deliveries, it says, more aggressively this time. Someone in the spire building is singing. The song sets your teeth on edge. So, trading Longboxes quality is now 1, okay? Ah, okay. Interesting. You have a long heavy box, a winding path ahead that runs perhaps a quarter of a mile through the mist, a crew that is beginning to mutter about having to do land level work. There's a warehouse just to your right, but the sign says deliveries are to be taken onward. It says it rather emphatically, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Let's go to the building with the spire. Did we pass? We did. Okay. Cool. So what do we got here? A grudging reward. The path is slippery and lined with mushrooms. You and the crew have to stop 7 or 8 times to set down the boxes and blow on your hands. The closer you get, the less the building with the spire looks like a church. The walls are soot-blackened and made of brick. There are no windows, only narrow vents up near the roof. From these a low singing can be heard, a song so cheerful that your crew look at one another and frown. It is the song of someone keeping the monsters at bay. At last you are close enough to bang on the door. An austere acolyte answers it. She is dressed in black from head to foot. Her gloves are thick leather, and her goggles are double glass. Leave the boxes at the door, she says to you, and then she turns back toward the building, singing her song. Something about candied kittens and flaming violets, and the coming of spring. Judging by the rhyme, she's inventing the words as she goes along. You stop her and explain that you expect your extra work to be rewarded. She makes a grudging gesture, but complies. Okay, so we have 100 fragment. That's not too bad. If that's a reward, I guess. It's All right. We also have 5 of earning the Acolyte's favor. Okay. The austere Acolyte directs the arrangement of the Longbox in the room under the steeple. There are many other boxes there already, stacked in rows. 3 or 4 times as many as you have brought. So, 3 or 4. In another corner of the room is a pile of wood from previous boxes already emptied and dismantled. Singing to herself about a mountain upholstered in velvet, she takes a crowbar to the box. The corpse inside is permanently dead, in a way that the dead of London often are not. Not a drownie, not a tomb colonist, but not coming back either. It looks pale and ordinary, except for the slight distension of the skin over the breastbone. Gently, the Acolyte presses there and nods, singing about tulips embroidered with yellow floss. She lifts the body onto a marble slab. Without pause, in her lyric, she prepares a scalpel. Your presence does not seem to bother her. Let's see. Let's watch with medical interest, why not? Did we do it? Oh, we succeeded. Wow. All right. Excellent precision. The austere Acolyte makes an incision over the distended place in the body, laying bare a heart-sized sphere of silver metal. It has grown there, apparently over many years, because the ribs of the corpse have curved around it without breaking or cracking. She has to break 2 of the ribs now to take out the ball. Behind it, the heart is intact but bloodless, its color a milky gray. She notices you watching and halts her song just long enough to say, "They do not always grow in the same place, but over the heart is most common." With a giant nutcracker, she cracks the sphere, and another sphere inside that, and another. Finally, in the center, she comes to something heavy, small, and black. She lifts it out with tongs and looks at it through goggles. The song falters, but she manages to keep humming, though the words are lost. She puts the black and heavy thing into a jar marked with the word of the correspondence. She closes the jar and seals it with red wax. Finally, when the corpse is removed again and the marble slab wiped clean, she comes to pay you. Though she doesn't offer any further comment, she seems pleased by her careful attention during the autopsy, and almost smiles when she makes her payment. "A pleasure," she says. "Return another day. I may have something else for you." So we got a secret. We got trading in Longboxes, now 3. 10 favor. Wow, that's not a bad one. Inside the little gate. Is there anything to do here? So we can trade a Longbox for a heart metal ingot. Perhaps not. Maybe we can talk to her. Ask where they came from. A matter of indifference, here and there, she says. It's not that she's trying to be coy. You don't think she much cares about the answer. Most are from the surface, one way or another. You think that is all she's going to say on the matter, but after a long time, she adds, "It's an old trade. They've been coming this way for generations, to judge by the piles out back. The masters made the arrangement." Okay. Okay, so we need to... okay. So we could possibly hang out here. You know what? Let's do it. Let's launch. We're going to stop. I said we're going to stop. If I can press the right button. And probably just going to wait here for something awaits you. And I'll see you all in just a minute. Ding! There it is. Let's go ahead and back up. And dock. So let's see. Let's go and do... Okay, so we can look at these, or we can do errands with the Acolyte. Guarding the yard. A novel present. She's in search of a new music to sing at her work. You could write some, okay. A chancy challenge. Wow, nothing too difficult. It might not be enough for a royal concert, but it's a good, hearty tune that would put anyone in a better mood. You try singing it with various invented lyrics about a kite made of pantaloons and a clock that can only strike 13. The tune holds up, and you're sure that the austere Acolyte's broader and more varied verses will go with it just as well. When you whistle it for her, she seems really quite touched. Okay, so we are now at 15 favors. And not much to do here. Okay, so I guess we'll kind of stop back here as we're in the area. Although we are here to get the hearts thing, so maybe we could visit around here a couple different places. Grab some port reports and then come back in a moment. So let's go see what the Shepherd Isles have for us. Maybe even kill this crab here. We should be able to just one or two shot it at most. Come here, crabby, crabby. I got some cannon shells with your name on them. And it doesn't even know we're here. That's funny. Boop. Gonzo. Look at that. One shot. And we can dissect it or butcher it. Let's dissect it. 25 fragment. Nothing earth-shattering, I guess, but interesting. Let's do Shepherd Isles today. And if I thought about it, we could have picked up one of the groups of refugees and brought them here too. I think they all come here. Refugees from Mutton Island, where the Khanate is invading. What do we got here, my friends? Compile a port report. And that's all we can do here, apparently, because something awaits you has not yet hit us. I do think that when you dock in a port, I think it does reset your something awaits you timer, so we might just need to zip over here and then just not do anything for a minute. With our new, faster engine, it's kind of like the short trips that used to give us something awaits you as we were getting into port, no longer do that. And by the way, I should mention, with something awaits you, if you are trying to get a certain outcome, because something awaits you is actually a randomized number, and you can tell what it is basically by looking at your list over here. And stop. Okay. So over here, it will sort of tell you, let's see. Ooh, clunk. Oh. All right, someone asked me to disable this a long time ago, and it just hasn't popped up for a while. So, bang, we can do it. So, here we go. So, that's from the foredeck. You can actually go on to there's like a fandom wiki here, and look up Sunless Sea, and you can look up what this means, and it will give you the random number. You can then look up wherever you are and see if that random number means anything for your something awaits you. So, just thought you would like to know that. Let's do some errands for the Acolyte. Let's see. So, we can... Ooh, a novel present. Interesting. We can do it again, apparently. All right. Well, let's do deliveries to the smith. Why not? Why the clay men can't deliver it? You don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so... The smithy is a long, low building that you missed on your first survey of the island. The blacksmith works, it proves, entirely in heart metal, though it is so hard and cruel that it wears his tools out quickly. Nothing like it for weaponry, he says. Does more damage than any ordinary steel, and a little bit of the shrapnel will give you trouble to the end of your days. Yeah, okay. Well. You know what, let's run back to London, and then we will come back here, and that should give us it'll give us something awaits you, since we will have been away from port for a while. But we have some port reports to turn in, we have some clay men to deliver, and we probably ought to see about at least getting this down nearer zero. We can get some cheap supplies and things too while we're there. Let's go ahead and do that. Probably stopping at Pigmoat Isle along the way. So, and we have been there since our last London stop, haven't we? So let's just leave that alone for the time being. Although, if we get something awaits you, we can do another crisis aversion. Okay, in we go. We can help them resolve a dilemma. We don't need repairs today, luckily. Great ships have been dispatched to Pigmoat Isle. Uh-oh. Okay. A guilty rodent stands, his head bowed. A pushes him forward. Hairless advisor, this traitor stole food from our stores. To feed a sick child, he claims. Do we show mercy or make an example of the wretch? Yikes. Okay. So we can advocate mercy. We can insist an example be made of him. Don't know why that was hard to pronounce. Or no half measures. Insist the wretch be hung, drawn, quartered, and the pieces impaled on spikes as a warning to all. And his family, too. That seems like a bad idea. Let's go and advocate mercy, because I think that should... Ooh. Is that going to hurt civilization? Ah, we've lost civilization. Okay. Shoot. Whatever. The guilty rodent is released back to his family, all weaking with relief. Weaking? Okay. Few claim justice has not been done. But it is not the last such theft, and with each one it becomes harder for the Muranians to tell where the line between clemency and weakness is drawn. Okay. Well, off to London. I'll see you all there. Alright, here we are in London, folks. Let's dock and collect our messages from the Harbor Master. That probably won't do much for us here. He still wants this stuff. We haven't done that yet. Let's see, deliver our clay men. 120 echo, not too bad. Not a huge amount of money, but we were there, so I figured why not. And a new recruit. The Haunted Doctor. Hearts and pages. Sure, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring him along. And then we also need more crew. So let's go ahead and get some more crew. We actually can't have 8, so it'll just cap us at 7. That's fine. And let's go to our lodgings, do the things that we do, read our morning papers, and get our... Oh, we didn't get any supplies. I guess it's a random thing of what you get there. Let's see, consider retirement. No, we are just going to spend time with family and enjoy their company. And there we go. Let's dump off our port reports, and I don't think we have anything else special here. So let's go ahead and just do those. Get our fuel going on here. A chancy challenge. Submit as fact. Why not? Succeeded. Got a favor and... Huh, interesting. A little bit more money than usual, too. Utter shroom. Interesting. This should be new. This is blank. Yes, both sides. No, I assure you. No, I know. These things happen in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. That's funny. Mangrove College. Nice. Isle of Cats. Polythreme. We have a ton of these, don't we? Wow. We were loaded with port reports. How much fuel do we have now? Okay, we still have room for more. Then good, let's go do it. Boop. Port reports. We got... Oh wow, we've been everywhere. Holy cow. Carnelian. Fathom King's Hold. Conshadow Wisdom. Irum. And Demo Island. Wowzer. Okay, well that gave us like several hundred echo. Not too shabby. And I think we're good there. I think we're pretty good everywhere. And I'm avoiding the Mr. Sachs missions right now because it's kind of a long loop. And it's the kind of thing where you can kind of get stuck doing it. So you want to make sure that you're ready for it. That's why it says you may wish to wait until you've explored the main trading ports around London before doing this, because I believe there's a time limit on some of these where if you don't get there within a certain number of minutes or whatever, then Mr. Sachs will do bad things to you. Very, very bad things. Well, folks, we've been at it for a while. I know I've been doing a bunch of cutting in order to get from place to place with all the sort of milk runs, but I think we've been at it for a pretty serious while. So we're going to call the episode there. I'm going to go ahead and pause it so we're not just chowing down. And I think next time, I know I wanted to go back up to Station 3, but I'm pretty sure if we go down to Port Carnelian, I think we should be about ready to get our submarine. I'm not positive, but at least we can push it along so that we can do what we need to wherever else we can go here. And so I think we'll start next episode by going down to Port Carnelian and then Station 3 or whatever else we need to in the area here. But I do want to get that book going on. I do want to get the submarine going on for our second captain. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you are learning how to play Sunless Sea by watching me blunder my way through it. And let me know what you think in the comments. But as always, my name has been Kurazarrh. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.